Greetings, PPLZs. Lord Zed or Stanley H. Tweedle here. Take your pick. Let me know. Cheers. I was shooting for Phantasy Star 4, but thunder and lightning outside. I had to stop. Fucking up too many takes. I don't care if there's thunder in the background of this video. So I saw Skyfall tonight, and my opinion of the movie is probably a little clouded because I saw Looper before this, and Looper was just phenomenal. But Skyfall was a really good movie too. It's nowhere near what Looper was, but I'd give it an 8. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of what you would expect from a Daniel Craig James Bond movie. Daniel Craig is a very specific James Bond style. I think he's different, very different from all the other James Bonds, and he's my favorite. I think Daniel Craig is bringing back a sense of Britishness and sense of masculinity that the series has been lacking, even since Sean Connery. Sean Connery is my second favorite James Bond, but like, his movies were really cartoony. Daniel Craig's are a lot more pretty. Anyway, what's interesting with James Bond is everything's been getting very technical. Everything's been getting flashy. More stuff has been added to James Bond and what he has to do. This movie is really interesting in the sense that at the end of the movie, everything goes back to where things started out at Dr. No. It's the same office, Moneypenny's there, and it's awesome. Like, everything has just rebooted back to the beginning. And the reboot happens mid-film. Like, everything gets so crazy and technical, and then everything eventually just breaks down into just a nice action scene. At first, I was really interested in how computer-based everything was, and how the main villain is like this crazy computer hacker. And then eventually it just breaks down into a really cool action scene. If you like James Bond, you're going to like this movie. If you don't like James Bond, you're not going to like this movie. If you're going into the movie expecting fucking the greatest movie you've ever seen, you're going to be sorely disappointed. If you're going into this movie expecting competent directors making an entertaining film, you will be pleasantly surprised with how competent those directors were, or that director was, and those movie makers were. James Bond is never going to be a 10, but if you go into theaters expecting every movie you see to be a 10, then you don't really love movies, do you? Stanley H. Tweedle or Lord Zed here, cheers.